I'm Jat, joined by Hai, who just had a quick and decisive victory over Curse. How did that one feel?
Before that, ask me about my shirt.
What about your shirt, Hai?
Look at the shirt. It's brand spanking new. It's blue. You can get it on our website, cloud9.gg.
I have a feeling your manager, Jack, told you to say that. I'm not sure.
I don't think he did.
All
I just really like the shirts. They're blue. They're colorful. They say HyperX on it. That's why we won, the blue shirts.
I feel like it had something to do with something else. I want you to talk about your Kassadin pick specifically, because you guys haven't, I don't think you've played Kassadin that much at all this year. This was your first time, I believe. And picked it last, plus you didn't even build Rod of Ages. Just talk to me about Kassadin and your build. Right,
so around the world, Kassadin's being picked up a lot by Europe, Asia, whatever, and North America. So I didn't want to get left behind. And he's not my kind of champion, but I just played him because he's fun. He kind of rift walk in, rift walk out. And I think I was talking to Reginald about builds, about Kassadin. He told me the build that I built just in this game, and I agreed with him. I thought it was good on him, because if you buy Rod of Ages, I feel like you're just really weak mid-game, and if you get Archangel Staff early and get Seraphs, once you get Seraphs, you just become God tier. And it's just like, why build Rod of Ages? I don't see a purpose in it. You're not going to die anyway. That health doesn't help you.
Especially when you're ending the games in under 29 minutes. I have one other item thing about your team that I've noticed in the past few games. Meteos has built the cooldown boots on his jungler the last 2 games. Do you want to go into the reasons why? I
think he said something about building it if he's ahead, because that's a lot of damage on like a jungler. Like if you can spam Q every half second or 2 seconds on Nasus or whatever, he's smacking people for like tons of damage. And the same thing with Zac. I think he built it yesterday on Zac as well. So he just does it if he's ahead.
Okay, and I want to talk about your 20-win record right now, because you guys are getting farther and farther ahead in the standings now. How do you avoid becoming complacent as we move towards the playoffs?
We just always tell each other that we're not done with the season yet. We're not prepared for playoffs. Anything can happen in the best of 5, best of 3. So we just always remind each other not to get too egotistical. Don't let it get to our heads and just like chill a little bit. Because like we still can't lose. Last split, Chris went 0-5 in the Super Week of the very last week, and that could very well happen to us. So we just try and remind each other not to get complacent. So that's how we handle it.
And then since you don't even know what your matchup is going to be in the playoffs yet, how are you kind of ramping up for the playoffs as a team?
We still take everything seriously, all of our scrims. We pay attention to what the world is doing. We pay attention to what other teams are doing. So regardless of whatever team we're playing, we try and keep tabs on each team just so that we know what they're doing. So I think we'll be somewhat prepared for whatever team we play, at least.
And last question, you guys have one more game coming up today against Velocity. What's the game like when you guys have to adjust for a team midday and have 2 games in one day?
We'll normally review over bans and picks one more time before we play them, just make sure everything we're doing is correct. And just ensure that what we want to do is correct. Also, on a side note, it's Lemon Nation's sister's birthday today, and it's my girlfriend's birthday. So happy birthday to them.
Well, thank you very much for the birthday wishes, Hai, and I'm sure they're very grateful that you were able to shout it out on stream here.
Of course.